I would like now to introduce your speaker for today, Robert McKenzie. Robert E. McKenzie is a partner of the law firm of Unson & Len LLP of Chicago, Illinois, concentrating his practice and representation before the Internal Revenue Service and state agencies. He has lectured extensively on the subject of taxation. He has presented courses before thousands of CPAs, attorneys, and enrolled agents nationwide. He has made numerous media appearances including Dateline NBC and the ABC Nightly News prior to entering private practice. Since entering private practice, he has dedicated a major portion of his time to representation before the IRS. Mr. McKenzie recently received the American Bar Association Civil and Criminal Tax Penalties Committee's Jules Ritholtz Award. The award recognizes McKenzie's dedication and achievement in the field of tax controversy. From 2009 to 2011, Mr. McKenzie was a member of the IRS Advisory Council, which advises IRS management. He has been selected as a fellow of the American College of Tax Counsel and serves as its president. He was vice chair of the ABA tax session from 2003 to 2005. Mr. McKenzie is the past chairman of the Chicago Bar Association Federal Tax Committee. He was dean of the National Tax Practice Institute from 1998 to 2002. Robert, welcome to the program. We are now ready to begin.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ross. Have reduced the effectiveness of appeals at some level. We will discuss recent changes that have occurred in the appeals provisions that we just announced this month specifically, so that there are some changes that are actually a little more taxpayer-friendly. But even with the constraints of budget and even with the reduction of appeals, my view of appeals is it's a very good place for the taxpayer. Regularly, I get audits that I believe are not fair or accurate. I file appeals to the Appeals Division, and we reach a resolution without litigation. In fact, the Appeals Division has a success rate of about 80% of all cases that are appealed are settled between the IRS and the taxpayer. So I found it to be a very effective place in the exam area. It's also effective in collection, in that before the IRS can levy on taxpayers' bank accounts, wages, or accounts receivable, it must send a notice of intent to levy with a right to appeal to the Appeals Division. Many times, even though the IRS field is threatening to take my client's assets, I appeal successfully on behalf of clients to the Appeals Division and resolve the issue without adverse consequences. So both arenas are ways to protect your client's rights, get a better deal for your client, prevent adverse actions, prevent extraordinarily large deficiencies or proposals against them when they can be settled. And we'll talk about